the scores, all the highlights, and the greatest fans. You're watching Mid-Michigan's original Hometown Hoops on NBC 25.
Welcome to week number 4 of Hometown Hoops. The wind was blowing outside this evening, so it's a good thing basketball is played indoors. Snuggle up, grab a beverage, and let's get right to the action. We tried Saginaw as our game of the week once before, but that was in Snowmageddon. Tonight, Mother Nature couldn't keep us out as the Trojans welcome in Heritage. These two schools played earlier in the year. That was a blowout win for the Trojans. Tonight, Heritage trying to stop that. They trailed by 3. Julian Parson knocks down the jumper, and that ties the game at 3. But then the Trojans go on a huge run. The high works the press to perfection. Javon Pratt, the steal and the bucket. That puts Saginaw up a deuce. Then things get defensive. Aljavon Etchelberger here with the swat, and if you play good D, you get rewarded down the floor. Off the feed from Malik Jordan, Etchelberger puts it home. Saginaw opens up the game on an 18-5 run. That's enough separation for the Trojans to coast to a 66-34 win. On the ladies' side of the court, Powers girls looking to stay unbeaten, hosting Flint Southwestern. Powers out in front early. Allie Haran to Rachel Philpott. She lays it in on the fast break, and we have more Powers offense. Haran here with the rebound. She goes back up, knocks it home for 2. That puts the Chargers up 4. Later in this contest, we have a loose ball. Haran once again to Madison Savarin on the break. A 6-spot lead for the Chargers. Then Philpott's in transition. The hoop and the harm. 10-2 in the first. Powers goes on the win, 56-32. They remain perfect on the year. In the GAC Red, the Bucks and Martians tied at 29 to start the third quarter. Beecher, they get things going. Mariantes Ivory with the 3 and the foul. Bucks up 4. Ivory had 11 points in this contest. Excuse me, I'll get it out eventually. Bucks get it inside. Tommy Johnson with the finish, up 8. Then Goodrich isn't going away. Grant Smith with the 3. They're down 1 late, but the Bucks hold off down the stretch, winning 51-49. Here's more scores from the boys' side of the hardwood this evening. Arthur Hill with a huge win against Bay City Central, 86-27. Carmen Ainsworth, a blowout win over Flushing on the road, 70-54. Montrose and Perry a little bit closer with the Rams coming out on top, 72-61. And then Swartz Creek and Holly, a very close contest. Swartz Creek gets the win, 75-74. Don't touch that dial. We still have plenty more on Hometown Hoops. We go full court press when we return. Come on back.
You're watching Hometown Hoops on NBC 25. Woo! You're watching Hometown Hoops on NBC 25. Let's go, Tiger!
Nice outfits there, guys. Welcome back to HTH. Basketball is at its most exciting when teams start running up and down the floor at a feverish pace. Right now, we try to simulate that with our full court press. We're going to start out at Flint Northwestern as they're hosting Davison. The Cardinals passing around the rock. They find Dylan Anderson from behind the arc, and he splashes down for 3, and that puts Davison up 3. Northwestern, though, they would answer back. Rashad Johnson drives in, gets the hoop and the harm. Wildcats down 4. Northwestern clawing back. Troy Brown with the steal and the finish. Nice little finger roll here. Not only down 2 points, but the Cardinals, too much. Brian Volkler inside. That puts Davison back up 4. They hold on for a 1-point win, 58-57. Over in the Flint Metro, the Tigers hosting the Eagles. In the opening seconds, Lapeer East Luke Gabriel from the corner, 4-3, count it. Eagles take an early 3-point advantage, but back down floor, Fenton's Dylan Gardner for the layup. Then Alec Thomas, nice heads-up play there for the steal and the bucket. 4 points in 4 seconds, not a bad average. Fenton goes up by 5. Eagles trying to stick around, though. Gabriel misses from the corner. First you don't succeed, try again. Kicks it to Colin Kirby for the and 1, but this is Fenton's night. They go on to win big, 57-28. We'll stick and stay in Fenton, but subtract the Y chromosomes. Put this one up in the second quarter. Lapeer East Samantha Thick for 2, but it's Fenton sporting the 15-point lead. Later in the quarter, this week's academic all-star Hannah Evo dishes the dime to Paige Wendland for the 2 points there, 24-7 Fenton. Fast forward to the third, Cassandra Russlin for the 3. 23-point lead, Fenton just too much, too often. The Tigers roll over the Eagles 49-22. Fenton completes the boys, girls double dip sweep. Let's go to the SVL North. Arthur Hill and Bay City Central picked this one up late in the fourth. Central leads by 27. And let's make it a rounded out 30. The old school three-pointer puts this one way out of reach. Devin Gilliam adds a jumper as Central coasts to a 30-point win. 66-33 is your final. As for scores from the ladies' side of the court, Davison with a big win over Northwestern, 47-23. Carmen Ainsworth falls to Flushing, 60-40. Grand Blanc would get a road win, and Brandon Linden, they are postponed on the evening. Let's hand out some hardware. It's time for our stop of the night. It's coming from Davison and the Cardinals' Dylan Anderson, as he gets a nice rejection here of Rashad Johnson in the paint. Take another look. Alderson and the Cardinals, they would hold on and win the contest by one, 58-57. Here's your 3 nominees for your hot shot of the night, which you can vote on mynbcnews.com. For our first hot shot, we head back to Fenton Lapeer East. Luke Gabriel from the corner. He would miss it, but he keeps with the play, some stick-to-itiveness, kicks it to his teammate for the bucket. The high working the press to perfection here. Javon Pratt with the steal against Heritage. Takes it strong to the rack. The high just really playing really well this season. They're going into Tuesday's contest with Arthur Hill, which should be good, and they're also making an appearance on Hot Shots. Finally, Flint Northwestern taking on Davison. The Wildcats in transition. Rashad Johnson with the one-handed slam gets the crowd fired up, the team fired up, and maybe the fans as well. Head to mynbcnews.com to vote on your #1 hot shot of the week. That's going to do it for another week of Hometown Hoops. Remember, if you missed any of the action, just head over to our website. You can see the past week's highlights. You can vote on your hot shot of the week, and plus much, much more. So make sure you tune on back. I'll see you here this time. Same place, same channel.